Just last week, a Palestinian terrorist murdered Israeli Arab Amir Khouri in an attack where he murdered 4 other Israelis. Days before that, 19-year-old Yazan Falah from the Arab Druze community was murdered in another terror attack. Yet despite that, people from outside of Israel continue to lie about the reality that we as Israeli Arab face. So here is the reality that you didn't hear from Amnesty International. Arab Israelis, both Muslims and Christians, make up 20% of the entire population and enjoy equal rights under the law, the same as any other Jewish citizen. In Israel's basic laws, the right of freedom of religion is protected explicitly, as is the right of equality under the law and the democratic principle of the state. We Arabs serve in the highest level of nearly every position, and in fact, are overrepresented in some industries. We are 30% of all doctors, despite the fact that we are 20% of the population, I remind you. Roughly 50% of all pharmacists, and in the last round of new doctors, Arabs were 50%. Arab Israelis are diplomats, such as Ambassador to Azerbaijan, George Dick, news anchor, professional athletes, military leaders, singers, senior tech executives, such as Johnny Suji, the head of Apple in Israel, bankers, such as Samer Haj Yahya, the head of the largest bank in Israel, Bank Leumi. And yes, even Supreme Court justice, just like Khalid Kaboub, who was just recently elected as the first Arab Muslim to serve on the Israeli Supreme Court. It is true that Israel is a Jewish state, but it is also a democratic state. And I'm a living proof that it is possible. While Israel is imperfect and racism exists, it is not systematic but individual. Every day, Arabs and Jews are standing side by side working to resolve the problems in our society. But you know what doesn't help our society? White Europeans at Amnesty International telling our sovereign nation of Arabs and Jews how to run our country.